Greetings everyone, I'm Marvin Plackett and today is Wednesday, April 8th. So a special hello of course to all of our residents, staff, family members, and any other guests that are watching. A special shout out to these Episcopal Homes residents that have a birthday today. Diane Delameter, Jean Lohman, Nancy Foster, Doris Douglas, Ruby Hunt, and Ada Lund. A big happy birthday today. I'm not going to lead us in a birthday song. You'll have to do that privately. And just in case I inadvertently left someone off whose birthday it is today, my apologies. It's a problem with our database. Don't take it personally. Okay? I'm very pleased to once again say that we have no confirmed COVID-19 cases on our campus. Delighted to say that, and once again, that doesn't happen by accident. That happens as a result of vigilance, a great deal of vigilance, constant vigilance. And even with all that vigilance, we cannot, of course, be guaranteed that we won't one day have a case on our campus, because the spread is still occurring throughout Minnesota, throughout the world. But certainly being vigilant, implementing all of the practices that we have talked about goes a very long way towards reducing the chance that we're going to get one. So we don't have any confirmed cases. We never have, and we're delighted to announce that once again. Masks. I talked about masks yesterday and the day before, and remember that CDC is recommending that all staff wear a mask at all times and all residents wear masks when you're outside of your unit. As a result of that, and you know, since all staff and residents are being asked to wear masks, you can't just have one mask per person. You need more than one because they need to get washed, and not everybody's going to do a whole load of wash just for one mask every day. So we need multiple masks per person. So as a result of that, we're asking to our independent residents and to family members, if you can make masks, go to our website for directions. So go to episcopalhomes.org, click on COVID-19, and then click on Ways You Can Help. There you will find directions on making masks. We would sure appreciate your assistance. Thanks so much. Brief reminder that, of course, in just a few days we have Easter. And I brought this up last week, a week ago. I read aloud to you a message that I also sent out on CallFire and also in a memo. And so just a brief review here. On Easter, many families make a tradition of coming together in large gatherings for an Easter meal and socializing. We are asking everyone, and that is all staff, all residents, we're asking everyone to avoid all gatherings. Do this for everyone's good, your families, friends, neighbors, and society at large. For the last several days, we have been under the statewide stay-at-home order from Governor Walz. It's now almost 2 weeks. Social distancing is not just vital for stopping the spread of COVID-19, it is the law. Social distancing works. And of course, you've been reading the papers every day. You've been hearing Governor Walz updates. Social distancing really works. It has slowed down the spread in Minnesota without a doubt. And we'll be hearing more about that today at 2 o'clock when Governor Walz does another update. If you haven't read the memo about Easter, please make sure that you do read that memo. And thank you to every single one of you for your cooperation. And then just a reminder, I'm sure that all of you will be watching at 2 o'clock Governor Walz update, because he is going to be, at least I've been reading, and you have, as you have you, that he is going to be providing an update as to the restrictions that have been in place in Minnesota for the last, now it would be 12 days. So we all look forward to seeing what those updates will be. I highly doubt that there will be any changes on our campus related to updates that the governor will talk about, simply because, as we all know, the elderly population is at risk. And so I can't imagine there would be any reduction of restrictions. But you know what? 2 o'clock is just around the corner. I look forward to hearing what Governor Walz has to say, and if there are any adjustments to be made on our campus, we would naturally be getting out the word to you rapidly through multiple means. Okay, so until 1:30 tomorrow, have a very good afternoon. And now we have a message from Kristen Aitchison from our Creative Ventures program.
Thank you, Marvin. Hello. I do have a couple messages to share with you today. The first one is that we've been working really hard at creating online enrichment and digital programming. So I am here to speak a site for you to go to, www.episcopalhomes.org/campus-calendar-announcements/. And so you'll go to that page. You'll want to click on, there's a little thing that says full page view. So you want to click on that, and then on the left-hand side, you'll see a little bar, and it says Life Enrichment, and there's a cute little heart next to it. You want to click on that. And there's some fabulous programming from Spiritual Life there that's on that site, as well as Active Living. And there isn't anything yet from Creative Ventures, but there soon will be. I've been busy with groceries and grocery delivery. And so I have a little announcement about that for the folks that live in our independent buildings. We do have a partnership with Cub Food and Mobility for All that we're going to tap into starting on Monday. And so for the majority of our grocery lists, we'll be emailing them. Cub is going to shop them for us, and then Mobility for All is actually going to deliver to the front doors, and then those in your zones will then deliver the groceries inside to you. So that will be happening next week, and I'm really excited about that because then I get to work on my portion of Creative Ventures and online programming. So I wanted to say or to share that I live with 2 teenage daughters that have been sheltering at home for about a month now. Dramatic long pause. Cue the violin for Kristen, the mom. But actually it's been pretty delightful, and I'm gonna have like a mom moment here that my girls are awesome, and they understand the importance of being at home and staying at home and protecting other people because of that. So, but what I have realized last night, that the girls have put together something called a quarantine quote book. And that's all of the weird, funny, and probably not so appropriate things. I can't really share them with you here, but really funny stuff that they've been saying or I've been saying and didn't realize. And they've been recording and writing down. And we kind of had a laugh last night that there's so many of them that by the end of this, we'll probably be able to, print the book, and it might even help get those girls to college. I don't know, it's pretty funny. But it made me think about journaling and how important it is to start journaling if you haven't, and to continue if you do journal. And journaling, well, I'm reading this, but it's kind of obvious. It gives you an opportunity to make the internal experiences that you have throughout the day tangible, and it's history making. So, write those things down. Some of the prompts that I looked up was, how has this situation changed your day-to-day life? What has caused the greatest impositions for you? What's caused the most stress? It's important to understand that and write it down and talk about it and accept it. But also moving towards joy. What brings you joy? Why does that bring you joy? What about the joyful people that are in your lives? What about the folks that may need more joy in their life, and how can you help with that? And a perspective, what are you learning about yourself and others right now? So I wanted to just share that and encourage you and myself to continue journaling. So I have one more thing I want to share, and this is a poem. It's called Kindness, and it's by Naomi Shihab. Before you know what kindness really is, you must lose things. Feel the future dissolve in a moment, like salt in the weakened broth. What you held in your hand, what you counted and carefully saved, all this must go, so you know how desolate the landscape can be between the regions of kindness. How you ride and ride, thinking the bus will never stop. The passengers eating maize and chicken will stare out the window forever. Before you learn the tender gravity of kindness, you must travel where the Indian in a white poncho lies his dead by the side of the road. You must see how this could be you, how he too was someone who journeyed through the night with plans and the simple breath that kept him alive. Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the deepest other thing inside. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to it till your voice catches the thread of all sorrows and you see the size of the cloth. Then it is only kindness that makes sense anymore. Only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out into the day to gaze at bread. Only kindness that raises its head from the crowd to the world to say, "It is I you have been looking for," and then goes with you everywhere, like a shadow or a friend. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.